Happy holidays. I hope that you have had a very Merry Christmas and are looking forward to a Happy New Year. And for many of you, your thoughts just went to 2020 and you're looking so forward to that year 2021, even though we don't know what 2021 holds in store. There's something about a new year that gets people all excited. And when you think about it, it really has made me think over the years why. Because we all get a new day every day. We get a new week every week. We get a new month 12 times a year. But there's something special to everyone about that new year where we tend to celebrate and again, we think about what the future holds, in particular for that next year. Something about that 2021 that excites us. Now, this year coming out of 2020, I somewhat understand that. And in fact, I've told people that I'm going to do something I haven't done in a long time. That's actually stay up late at night and make sure that 2021 does come in and 2020 is actually behind us. But it's been a different year for everybody. And in some areas, people have been affected negatively, not only in the health situation, but in economic situations as well. But for others, they have excelled. They've exceeded what they ever thought they could. And again, I'm thankful for those. And I wish them the best going forward there. But for a lot of people, they've been negatively affected. And so I hope you're on the positive side of 2020 and still looking forward to 2021. That new year coming later this week is something that even now we can begin to plan and prepare for. And I will tell you that most people are successful in a new year when they avoid setting those resolutions, but they really specifically get started on goals. Goals that are going to help them achieve the things that they typically would not achieve because now they've got a plan to what they want to accomplish. Regardless of what 2020 has been, 2021 can be a stellar year even though we don't know what's going to happen in 2021. You can do that. I remember probably the first year that I got serious. I mean serious about setting goals. It was actually 2005. And while some of these goals specifically had nothing to do with finances. They were goals that helped me in different areas of my life. And I had different sections on a spreadsheet that I tracked. I actually tracked those on a weekly basis. I had written out what those goals were, and I tracked those on a weekly basis, and I color-coded those in red if I wasn't doing very good that week, in yellow if I was doing somewhat okay, and in green. And it was amazing after the first several weeks of doing that and probably having more red than I had even yellow or green, things started to turn green simply because of my continual involvement in tracking those goals. The one thing that I want to introduce you to, and maybe a lot of people have heard this, is to generate, even now, some SMART goals. Now, don't wait until the new year. Don't wait until Friday and say, hey, I'm going to do this on New Year's Day, or I'm going to do it over the weekend, or I'm going to do it next week, because we're right back into it. But even today, begin to set aside as individuals, as couples, as families, set aside some SMART goals. Some goals that are smart in helping you achieve those things, and they can be multiple different things in your life, in your life as a couple, in your life as a family, that are going to help you grow in so many areas, whether it might be professionally, financially, spiritually, athletically, personally, whatever it may be. You can go on and set those goals now. SMART. SMART, that's an acronym. SMART. Simply meaning this. Be specific. Number one, be specific with your goals. No vagueness in your goals whatsoever. Be specific of what you're wanting to accomplish. Then M, SMART, M, measurable. Making sure that you can measure that specific goal that you've put together. A, achievable. Making sure it's something that you can achieve. To say that you're going to become a millionaire and you've barely got $1,000 in your emergency fund and you're going to do that in a year, well, that may not be achievable. So it's something that you actually want to be able to achieve. It's got to be realistic as well. Kind of goes along with achievable there as well, being realistic. And here's a big one. It's got to have a timestamp on it. It's got to have a date of success that actually pushes you to complete that goal in that period of time. SMART goals, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and a timestamp or a time component. And when you're doing that and you're tracking it on a weekly basis and watching yourself excel, watching yourself exceed, watching yourself potentially get behind, you can take the necessary steps to get you back on track and make 2021 one of the best years ever. Hey, we can all do this, but we've got to start now. We can't wait till the New Year's here because it's going to get so busy. I wish you a very happy and prosperous and healthy new year in this 2021. If I can help you, feel free to call me at 678-648-9940, or you can email me at that email address below as well. A lot of activities planned for the year 2021. I trust you're going to get started on those goals and make 2021 your best year ever. Happy New Year.